Heidi with Be Well TV, and you're watching Be Well TV live. Thanks for joining again. Today, I'm really excited to be here with James Beeger at Gracie Jiu Jitsu Orlando. He is just opening here in Avalon Park, which just happens to be my neighborhood. So welcome, neighbor.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Heidi. I'm excited to be on your show.
So first of all, let's talk a little bit about your background. How did you get into Jiu Jitsu?
Yes, so let's going back to 2009. All right, in 2009, I was in the Navy, and one of my good friends, Edgar Delgado, he's a Navy SEAL today, invited me to come out on the mat. All right, at that point, I didn't know anything about Jiu Jitsu, didn't have any martial arts background, but after 2 classes, I took and I got started, and I loved it ever since.
Now explain Jiu Jitsu to me and tell me how is it different from other martial arts?
Yes, so that's a great question. You know, a lot of people believe that Jiu Jitsu is some kind of karate or some kind of kung fu. Jiu Jitsu is totally separate. It's a separate martial art, and I like to say it's the best full self-defense system. Because some people think Jiu Jitsu is just for the ground, and it's not. Yes, we learn stand techniques, we learn ground techniques, and the number one thing we learn for a self-defense aspect.
So last week, I know you did a workshop for self-defense for women,
yes.
And today you're actually doing a workshop for kids for self-defense. Explain how Jiu Jitsu helps with self-defense and what you teach.
Yes, so starting off from last weekend, you know, we did have a women's self-defense seminar, and it's unique because again, it's, you know, women, they're a unique species, they're a great species in the sense of approach of any situation. So being a woman is usually being a smaller, weaker individual, physically, not mentally,
of course.
Yeah, but physically. So we have to have the correct strategy how to avoid or get out of bad situations. Mm-hmm. Now for the kids, I'm really excited to be working with the kids today because again, the kids, we want to put these skills in them early. Right, truly growing up, or truly raising 2 daughters, Brooke and Grace, we believe that it's an essential skill in life to learn how to defend themselves, not necessarily know how to fight, but to defend themselves. So we believe that to learn how to read, write, multiply, add, ride a bike, swim, and defend themselves. So again, what we're doing today, we're gonna be focusing on creating reflexes for these kids, creating situations for them that they might deal with at school, either from like a bigger kid, a bully, if you will. We teach them how to handle situations here in the gym, so when they go out to school or on the playground or anywhere they are in the field or the park, they'll be able to be very familiar with situations if somebody were trying to pick on them, bully them, or hurt them.
Yeah, well, and for kids, it's an important skill to have because bullying is very present
yes.
in the world, unfortunately, and just having that posture often yes. is really key to avoiding that bullying, wouldn't you say? Yes,
absolutely. It's a sad statistic, but 1 out of every 6 kids are bullied these days, right? And we want to make sure we have these conversations with these kids that we can equip them and empower them and give them confidence through technique and mindset of jiu-jitsu so they can handle situations against bullies or against people that want to pick on them or any situation in that aspect.
Yeah. Well, and I also want to add that both for children and for women, and I'm sure some men too, I think that something that is going on in the world, people tend to be very compassionate and they want to help people.
Yes.
So oftentimes they're put in a situation where they have not identified the risk. They're trying to be compassionate and helpful, mm-hmm. and sometimes that puts them into a dangerous situation. Mm-hmm. So to exercise the compassion and the ability to defend themselves, I think is very important, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I believe there's a lot of good hearts out there. You know, they want to help people, but sometimes they're just not equipped to help them in the sense of their technique or mindset. So again, it's about some people come to train with us. Maybe they don't need it because maybe they are the bigger kid. But again, if there's another kid seeing a fellow student or fellow classmate that they need help, again, it's a proper mindset of like, how do you handle that situation?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So again, it's like you only know what you know and you rise to the occasion to your training, not necessarily the level of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about what you're going to show the kids today.
Yes, absolutely. So we got 2 programs running today, and the first one's gonna be what we call the Little Champs. Little Champs is gonna be the ages from 4 to 7. So we've taken the Gracie University teach methodology of teaching these kids associating that jiu-jitsu is with fun. So we have these 10 Gracie games that's going to properly develop these reflexes for these kids to learn jiu-jitsu. They're almost going to learn jiu-jitsu without even knowing that it is jiu-jitsu, and all they know is going to be a lot of fun, all right? Then the second program we're going to run today is junior grapplers. So the junior grapplers run from 8 to 12. At this point, yes, at 8 to 12, you know, more bullies, I would say, is more present. So again, what we're going to learn is we're going to learn techniques to a sense of learning how to protect themselves, but not necessarily we're out there learning to kick, punch, or hurt the individuals, but really is to fight fire with water. Learn how to negotiate, learn how to avoid the fight as we can. You know, use proper resources to the point of to avoid the fight at all costs. But if it gets to a point, if they need to, you know, defend themselves, if they're being physically attacked, we'll be ready for that as well. So again, today we got little champs, junior grapplers, and we're gonna teach these kids to have fun, that jiu-jitsu is fun, and they're gonna actually learn something that they'll be able to use at school, at the park, or anywhere they go.
Right. And of course, the added benefit is it's great for your fitness and exercise, so it's a great activity. I know people are starting to arrive, and we're about to shoot a little bit of the demonstration today. Before we go into that, though, I want you to tell everyone at home how do they find you, how do they reach you?
Yeah, absolutely. So my website is going to be www.gjjorlando.com. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Gracie Jiu Jitsu Orlando, or you can even find us on the gracieuniversity.com website. We're located right here at 3878 Avalon Park East Boulevard, right here in Orlando, Florida, right here in beautiful downtown Avalon Park. So please drop by. We're opening classes August 2nd, which is next Monday, and I'll be more than happy to invite you to come train with us. And I want to offer all of you a 10-day free trial so you can see that jiu-jitsu can be for you.
Excellent. Thanks so much. Now let's see the kids.
Yeah.
All right. If you'd like some more information, make sure you check out Gracie Jiu Jitsu Orlando, or even look for a Jiu Jitsu studio near you. And if you'd like to watch more of our great programming, make sure to hop on over to BeWellTV.online. Thanks so much for watching, and be well.